Hello, water signs. Happy Thursday. Welcome to your daily focus tarot. So we have Ten of Wands, and Ten of Wands is talking about, well, tens are talking about a beginning and an ending. So let me read to you a little bit about tens after I do this. So Ten of Wands is talking about competition sometimes, burdens and demands like overwork and stress, feeling like you have to do everything yourself because nobody else does it right. So you wind up, if you give it to anybody else, you wind up doing it twice because you have to go after them and redo it. That type of thing. I don't know why I just said that. Sorry about that. Maybe that's what somebody's thinking. So this 10, it's like, it's a 0 and a 1. So it's a beginning and an ending. It's a start. It's, computer code. It's everything. 0 and 1 is everything, right? And then we had a couple of cards that all came out together for you. So, Four of Pentacles. This is a card that talks about sometimes, controlling or influencing in regards to pentacles, which are things in the physical world. So in regards to like people's health or their finances, this can talk about building wealth though and establishing, security, like long-term success, and being conservative with it. That cat is balanced on those 3 strawberries, not letting him go anywhere else. The Empress, this is the lady. This is talking about abundance, taking an idea from the beginning and nurturing it all the way to the end till it's fully grown. This is Mother Earth. Look at that crown of stars. There are 11 stars. Interesting. So that's 2 ones. Interesting. This is the card of abundance in all way, shape, and form. And then we have 10 of Swords, which talks about an ending and a beginning. 10 of Swords, usually in tarot decks, the swords are stabbing the person in the back. Here, the trees, the cat looks very peaceful, and the trees are just growing out of the cat's back, almost like it's a catosaurus, right? So this is talking about sometimes a loss or crisis, a betrayal, unmerited hatred. To me, this is talking about maybe you're peacefully surrendering because this cat is peacefully sleeping. Either way, it's an ending for something that was a way of thinking, something that you were trying to balance out that was not working, and now you're leaving it behind. Whatever this 10 of Wands, these 2 tens, they're an ending. And then we have Temperance. Now, Temperance, this is about balance. It is about juggling between 2 worlds and trying to figure out, like, having your foot in the door of each world, but not being in either one. Like, you're stretched so thin. And when you get the Temperance, it's talking about getting that balance back in your life so that you're not, having your foot in a door and then your other foot in the door halfway across the hall, and you're not feeling like you're constantly struggling to maintain your balance. This is going to bring you healing. So this is a healing with this ending and whatever these swords were. And then you're going to have abundance, right? you're going to have this ability to have long-term stability. Now, 10s, they talk about, where did I put that? Okay, they're a culmination and a beginning. So, ending and beginning. And I'll read to you from the Druid Craft because it tends to put these things pretty well. It says, life is continuous and cyclical. Nothing ends, it simply transforms. The number 10 symbolizes perfectly the process of an ending transforming into a new beginning, since by adding its two components, 1 and 0, we reach 1. The beginning again. Visually, too, the number represents completion and the potential for a new beginning. And I'm not going to talk about that because YouTube might not like it. Together they are complete, yet their union is capable of beginning a new cycle of birth or rebirth. Well, this is not as good as I thought it would be. Okay. So, the three major arcana cards numerologically related to 10 will illuminate your understanding. 0, the Fool, 1, the Magician, and 10, the Wheel. The Fool, with the seeds of mistletoe in his hand, carries the initial spark of life or an idea. The Magician directs this in the world so it can manifest in form. The Wheel reveals the cyclical turning of the wheel of life, or the cycles of birth, growth, death, and transformation of an idea or a person. The Empress is talking about abundance, and it can talk about nurturing something from a seed or something from like the very beginning to the very end. 10s represent a final ending of something, but also inherently the beginning of something new. They mark the culmination of whatever you have been planning or thinking, but also the turning point into the beginning of a new cycle. So bear in mind that they can therefore be showing you the realization and culmination of a particular situation or course of action, but also be revealing the very fulcrum this culmination represents that will help propel you into the next cycle. That part was good. Okay, and what's hidden from you at the bottom of the deck, appropriately enough, we have the Two of Swords. Notice the cat that's blinded. The third eye is closed. And it's like, in most tarot decks, the swords are crossing the neck like this, so it's an X. So this is the crossroads. It's finding the doorway, finding the gateway in the path, taking the blindfold off in other decks, or in this case, opening all three eyes, opening the eyes that you physically see with, and the spiritual eye, the eye of the soul. So opening those eyes and getting that illumination to where the path is, where the doorway is, and making that choice, no longer being at those crossroads. And underneath that, we have the sun, which is all about growth and creativity. It's positive, it's rebirth, it's happiness and joy. And then the world. Having manifested, having put everything into balance and manifested everything you want, and being on top of the world and having this rebirth again. So, focus on your healing, focus on whatever these 10s are, these burdens, and getting rid of them, and having this new cycle, this new beginning. Get yourself in balance to get your healing. Get out of, this I have to do everything, I have to be everything to everybody. Get out of that thought process, and then your abundance is going to appear. It's a very interesting reading. 10:01 when I said that. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.